Look, bro, I'm gonna be honest. The Forsaken Law has to be some of the most dog riding I've ever seen in the history of playing Roblox games. And that's saying something. Look, obviously before this little video of mine starts, just know, a lot of these criticisms are just gonna be for comedic purposes, nothing that serious. And don't actually be mean to the Forsaken team about this. I just want to make fun of the old Forsaken Law and the current law for fun. Now, where do I start? Okay, look. So, Forsaken's law that we know right now is like, it's some sort of hell. Like, from what I've seen from the lobby hints and other stuff I've seen around, is that they're all trapped here for some odd reason. But the rules for why they're here are so oddly inconsistent. Like, I'm gonna get the setup complaints out of the way, but before I start, I'm just gonna go through every single character and explain the lore I like from them and the lore I don't like. Disclaimer though, I'm not gonna go out of my way to research and look into every single character's lore, so I'm just gonna use the wiki. So if it's inaccurate, don't blame me. This is the most popular resource. If you like this video, join my Discord, like and subscribe, and join my channel membership. So let's start with... Alright, in the case of like guests, what I don't get about the inconsistent rules is that they say something like, oh, guest died in the war, and the last guest was doing a grenade trick shot thingy, and now that he's here because he's dead. Oh. Which in the first place doesn't really sound that bad, but in the ending of the original story he came from, he like came out alive. So you're telling me this guy just died and he's stuck here in Roblox hell when his family was left behind? Did he even win in the end? Or did he just get slimed out? Whatever man, this guy's lore is average. Let's move on. Elliot. Oh my god. Elliot, bro. Get this. Elliot got put in Roblox hell basically for zero reason. I'ma just say it. From what I can tell, there is straight up zero lore reason why Elliot's here in the first place. Did the Spectre just get bored and say, yeah, fuck this guy in particular? Like, dog, the amount of stuff Elliot gets put through in the Forsaken lore for basically no reason, it's so unfair that it's hilarious. I hate playing against an Elliot too, but just listen to this list of stuff, man. Alright, so first off, cool kid. Basically a Roblox hacker, or like a kid in the Forsaken lore for some reason. I'll get back to that. Pulls up to Builder Brothers Pizza, where Elliot works in the game where he comes from, and essentially just torments everyone. Again and again and again. You can basically piece this together by looking at 7 and 7's old milestones. Oh, 7 and 7, I'm getting back to you later, bro. I cannot believe how much they butchered you. And if that wasn't enough, Cool Kid eventually slimes out the entire pizza place after destroying the place. Yo, if I was 7 and 7 there, bro, I wouldn't do no weak-willed apologizing. I'ma beat my son, bro.
More years.
Little shit-ass kid ruining my favorite pizza spot. And then, after his home was destroyed, his family presumably killed, and he's basically lost everything. They then put Elliot in Roblox hell. I'm convinced the Spectre is just trying to rage bait, bro, because what the fuck is this? He didn't even do anything or even die. He just got put there because the Spectre was bored. Okay, so from what I can tell from the wiki, Noob's milestones and the letter things that have been posted, this is the lore I know. Noob was basically a regular happy Robloxian, and he was friends with this dude called Guest666. Yes, that Guest666. You know, the one that's never releasing. Okay, then there was some sort of incident that made them stop being friends. Okay, cool. Then Noob says it's their fault or something in the letter. I don't even know what this means. Okay, not that bad of a setup. Look, even the render for Noob looks happy. That's so sweet. Now, the thing about this is that, oh my god, the Forsaken lore is so vague for genuinely no reason. Like, can we know what the incident is? Or get some sort of clue? Because it's so boring to just get the straight facts without any elaboration. I obviously don't play Forsaken for the lore, but there's just so much build up with zero payoff over like almost 8 months of this game being out. The letter is a good build up, But do we seriously have to wait like 2 months for another Forsaken update to get something we could piece together like ages ago? Forsaken used to have a whole like ARG, and that used to be interesting, but none of it matters since it's all canon now. The rest of the wiki also seems to just be a theory stated as lore and fact, so I'm just gonna avoid mentioning it. But holy basic lore, you're gonna notice a trend with these character dynamics in Killer's lore. Hey Forsaken writers, give me lore with a Roblox admin. Admin lore coming right up. And hold the explanations. Hold the explanations. And hold any character dynamics unless it's a killer. Empty lore. Hey, Jimmy, give me a Forsaken character with nothing in it. Yo, I'm gonna be real, Shedletsky has legitimately zero lore outside of just being connected to 1x1. And 1x1 isn't Forsaken, it's like Shedletsky's manifestation of hatred for some reason. All we know is that 1x1 probably killed him, because if you look at his outro, you can see him getting slimed out. I'll complain about 1x1 later in a different video about killers. Moving on. Bro, I'm dead ass. There is zero lore for Builderman. No bitches, no hoes, no lore. Nobody cares about him, dog. And for some reason, Doombringer wants him slimed out for some reason, and that's legitimately all we know. Genuinely such a missed opportunity to have such a well-liked Roblox character just be sidelined like this. And yes, before you bring it up, Builderman has been marketed as his own character for a while, so he's not exactly just David Bazooki anymore. Canon Builderman would hate that pedo lover anyways. Oh my god, bro. I genuinely hate how they did this guy. And I'm dead ass, bro. This guy has the most lore, trivia, facts, and connections in the lore compared to literally everyone else. Give Builderman more than a bio of lore, or make another insanely detailed 7 and 7 render. Another insanely detailed 7 and 7 render. Give Shedletsky more character than him just being related to 1x1, or make another insanely stupid character connection. Another insanely detailed character connection. So the lore for this guy goes, 7 and 7 is a Roblox hacker. He exploits and breaks stuff, blah blah. Then he gets a pill baby on his doorstep, and it's fucking Cool Kid. So 7 and 7 retires from hacking to become a dad. Aw, very sweet, very cute. That's fine enough, I guess. But for some reason, Cool Kid still learns his habits and still ends up sliming everyone out. So first off, before I even start, 7 and 7 is a grown-ass man, and in real life, Cool Kid is his alt account. It would have been so much cooler for Cool Kid to be characterized as like the Green Goblin mask, instead of it just being a random baby. You have no idea how incredibly lame it is to make Cool Kid an actual kid. Genuinely, there was zero reason to do this when he could have easily been 7 and 7's alter ego, or a robot or something. Like, look at the way Termination Protocol characterizes 7 and 7. He's a comically evil villain with Cool Kid mechs being the way he fights. That's sick. But no, we instead got a soft as baby shit 7 and 7 who can't do anything for himself. Wait, hold on guys, I just got a leak of what the Forsaken team's writing room are doing. Now, obviously, we need to make some drastic changes around here. First of all, the lore for 7 and 7 on Cool Kid isn't sad enough. Let's make Cool Kid remember that he killed his dad every 5 seconds, and the Spectre takes that memory from him. Oh, and also 7 and 7 is a god now. Also 7 and 7 is connected to every kill in the game. Also 7 and 7 can actually kill everyone right now, but he doesn't do it because he's so sad all the time when Cool Kid died. Good. Now, let's rewrite every killer's lore. Guys, sad fact. Did you know that Guest 666 kills people because he thinks he's playing chess? And that 1x1 kills people because she thinks she's playing Uno? And saddest of all, Noli kills people because he's actually 7 and 7's secret lover. And get this, bro. Compared to every other character's trivia, there is an entire page of trivia for 7 and 7 on the wiki. I am not reading this. Don't even get me started on how 7 and 7 has a lore or some sort of interaction with every single character in the game. This shit is so ass. Genuinely, the character I want to like the most out of the roster, but his lore is so insufferable, I could not bring myself to do so. I'm not talking about this bum anymore. Fuck out of his Forsaken 7 and 7. I hope you get nerfed again. Okay, I'll say this is the only lore out of a few characters they did that was genuinely good. No glaze, considering the fact that the rest of the lore on the roster, outside of like one or two other people I mentioned later, basically sucks. Two Time was in a cult around the Spawn decal on Roblox, which actually isn't even Forsaken's fault for starting real life cults over it, by the way. I'm not even trying to get too deep for this, but it's straight up not their fault. Stop blaming Forsaken. Anyways, and due to religious psychosis, they ended up sliming out Azure, which was their partner as a sacrifice. Too bad for you, bud. You solved the bag. Then, sometime after that, Two Time loses their mind and, I think dies due to, like, nightshade poisoning or something. Yeah, they died. I wish he stayed dead, considering he turned out to be one of the most miserable characters to play against in the game itself, but I guess they had other plans for you. Now, what happened to Azure? Well, he was also forsaken into a killer, which turned him, like, purple and gave him Squidward tentacles. I know I'm making it sound stupid, but let me put this design on screen. It's low-key peak. Oh yeah, he also hates Two Time now. Yeah, another bit of lore that's based around two characters with a sad ending between them. How original. I'll give Two Time and Azure like a pasto since they're actually written off. Thumbs up. Low key, I'll let a clip of Taph explain this one. I kinda like Taph's lore actually, but you know, the GOAT can explain it.
Taph was soon added as a demolitionist. This made Taph incredibly happy and also made her believe she was Builderman's right-hand man, or second in command. This feeling sadly wasn't mutual because Builderman just saw her as another demolitionist. After an unknown amount of time, the demolitionists were making more and more mistakes. This enraged the citizens of Robloxia and put Taph on thin ice. It would stay like this until one day of bloodshed. It's unknown how or why this happened, but Taph started demolishing an area with hundreds of Robloxians on the premises. Hundreds died and thousands were injured. Buildings came down and landed on innocent people, obviously killing them. Taph took an insane amount of lives that day and was labeled as a criminal. Taph locked herself in her house and started placing bear traps, trip mines, and tripwires across inside. She did this because there were constantly Robloxians outside her house protesting and screaming and throwing things at her house. That is about where the timeline ends.
Thank you, Taph fan. Personally, my only issue with Taph's lore is how it mentions Builderman, but at the same time, we genuinely know nothing about Builderman, so I don't even know what to think of it. Their milestones are peak though. Low-key, all we have for Dusekkar's lore is that he's friends with Shedletsky, and that the milestones implied that once Shedletsky got slimed out by 1x, he tried to revive him, and it like didn't work. That's probably why Dusekkar doesn't like Two Time, since Two Time thinks the spawn can bring people back, while Dusekkar knows that's bullshit. No idea how that contributed to him getting forsaken though. He's also apparently the most overpowered survivor, which made him have to get nerfed by the Spectre. Damn dog, how did he even get got in the first place? Did they kidnap this dude in his sleep? You guys already knew this section was coming in the video. My GOAT Chance actually has pretty good lore, I won't lie. So for TLDR explanation, Chance was a super lucky guy born into a rich family who does a lot of risky shit just for the love of the game. When he grew up, he played a ton in his family's casino. Then after that, a bunch of like bad guys set free a ton of criminals, including this dude called iTrap. Chance befriends this guy in his eyes after meeting him at a casino and thinks, damn bro, I've made a good ass friend. Turns out iTrap does actually not fuck with him and is just using him to get his wealth and shit. iTrap tries getting Chance killed by playing like Russian roulette with him, and he just kept winning because my GOAT is never wash. Eventually it's implied that iTrap got tired of Chance's shit and just like slimed him out, which is how he got forsaken. Well, that was the old scrap lore. This is actually pretty good, but instead all we got for the new lore is lore with the fucking mafioso skin. I wish I was joking. Chance was once in good terms with the Mafia Sonello family and often frequented their casino. However, after winning a rigged game and stealing a prize, his relationship with the family soured, leaving him indebted and on the run. Now, the Sonellos, led by the Mafia Kingpin Don Sonello, also known as Mafioso, relentlessly hunted, fueled by revenge and violence until Chance returned with all the money. This is so lame, dog. Oh my god, the gambler is in debt. Whoever wrote this is as boring as fuck, dude. You could have done something a lot funnier, like Mafioso actually being the one in debt. But nope, you chose the generic option. Complete downgrade. Thumbs down. Overall, the Forsaken lore for every survivor right now is low-key buns. If you want a part 2 where I talk about the killers, like, get this video to like 800 likes and like subscribe, join my Discord server, as well as my YouTube membership. This is mostly just a joke filler video while I finish up that Taph video. So yeah, see you at the next Taph video. Bye bye!